Hello all, myself Madhvi Navarkar from Kekevak Polytechnic Nasik. Today we are going to see the topic normalization from the subject principles of database. Now we will see what is normalization. It is a database design technique which organizes the tables in the manner which reduces the redundancy and dependency of data. In normalization, the larger tables are divided into smaller tables and those small tables are linked using the relationship. It is a multi-step process which puts the data into tabular form, removing duplicated data from the related table. Duplicated data is removed means it reduces the redundancy. There are basically two purposes of normalization. First one is to eliminate the redundant data, that is duplicate data, and to ensure the data dependency or consistency. If the table is not properly normalized, then there are multiple problems. There are problems like you cannot handle or operate the database properly, and there are number of insertion, updation and deletion anomalies. There are different advantages of normalization, that is it avoids redundant fields or columns, it gives better understanding of data, it ensures that the distinct tables exist whenever necessary. It is also easy to maintain the data structure, that is easy to perform different operations and complex queries can be easily handled. Now we will see the concept, that is functional dependency. It is a relationship which exists between attributes of a relation. If the attribute of a table is dependent on another attribute and one attribute identifies another attribute, then it is called as functional dependence. For example, suppose we have a student table with attributes stud id, stud name and stud age. Here stud id attribute uniquely identifies stud name, because if we know the student id, then we can tell the student name. So this is the functional dependency and can be written as stud id arrow stud name, or in the words stud name is dependent on stud id. For example, if P is a relation with A and B attribute, then in this case B is dependent on A, so B is the dependent attribute, A is the determinant set, and this A arrow B means B is dependent on A and A functionally determines B. Now there are different normal forms under normalization. First normal form, second normal form, third normal form and BCNF, that is Boyce Codd normal form. Now we will see the first one, that is first normal form. A database is in first normal form if it satisfies the following condition, that is it contains only atomic values. Atomic value means which cannot be divided. It can have only single value attribute. And second condition is there are no repeating group. Repeating group means that a table contains two or more columns that are closely related, means one column is related to another one. Now see, we will see the example. Now in this example, see this color attribute has two values, means it is not in first normal form. So for this case we have to split this table. So we have split it like this, product ID and price, and then second one is product ID and color. Now see, here the red and green was list, so here it is breaked or it is splitted. So this is in first normal form because it can contain atomic values. Then second normal form, a database is in second normal form if it satisfies the following condition. If it is in first normal form, and the second is if all non-key attributes are fully functionally dependent on primary key. Non-key attributes means the attributes which does not form any key. In a table, if attribute B is functionally dependent on A but is not functionally dependent on a proper subset of A, then B is considered fully functionally dependent on A. Here in 2NF, all non-key attributes cannot be dependent on subset of the primary key. And If the table is in first normal form and it contains only a single key as the primary key, then automatically it can be converted into second normal form. Now we will see the example of second normal form. Now see, in this case there is a composite primary key, that is customer ID and store ID. But non-key attribute is here purchase location, which cannot form any key. Now this purchase location is dependent only on store ID. It cannot dependent on customer ID, but customer ID is also primary key. So what we have to do, we have to again split this table into two, like customer ID, store ID, and store ID purchase location. Our primary key was customer ID and store ID. Now in this case, the store ID is dependent on customer ID and the purchase location is dependent on store ID. So this table is in second normal form. Now the third normal form. If the database is in third normal form, for that case there should be some condition satisfaction. That is, first it is in second normal form and there is no transitive functional dependency. Transitive functional dependency means if A is dependent on B, B is dependent on C, then A is transitively dependent on C via B. Suppose, another example is, suppose name is dependent on roll number, marks are dependent on name, then ultimately marks are dependent on roll number via name. Now we will see the example. See, in this table, here the generic ID is dependent on book ID and generic type is dependent on generic ID. Means here is the transitive functional dependency, that is generic type is dependent on book ID via generic ID. So this is not in third normal form, so we have to split this into two tables like this: book ID, generic ID, price, and generic ID, generic type. Now here there is no transitive dependency because generic ID is dependent on book ID and in the second table generic type is dependent on generic ID. So as the transitive functional dependency is removed, this is the third normal form and every column is dependent on primary key. Then the next normal form is BCNF, that is voice code normal form. This is the advanced version of 3NF. It is more strict than 3NF. Here every functional dependency, and in that functional dependency the left hand side should be the super key. Super key means the combination of attributes which can identify a record uniquely. Now denormalization. Denormalization is the reverse process of normalization. It is a process of combining two tables into one table. It increases the data redundancy. It adds the redundant data to remove the joins part. In denormalization, data is included in one table from another in order to eliminate the second table, which reduces the number of joins in a query and thus achieves the performance. So in this video we have seen what is normalization, different normal forms and denormalization.